we've been working with various models for multiplying and dividing integers, but I think it's now a good time to say, like, let's develop some rules for how we can multiply and divide them without a need for the models. So let's first of all look at how we get positive numbers. Okay, so we get positive numbers whenever we multiply two positives together. You saw we got a positive answer. Same thing when we divided two positives. We got a positive answer. When else did we get positives? Well, we got them when we multiplied two negatives together, if you recall. And when we divided two negatives. So, what we see here is that if we have the same signs, we get a positive answer. So when do we get negatives? Well, we get negatives. You probably remember when we had a positive and a negative multiplied together, the answer always came out to be negative. Or if we did the same thing with division, positive divided by a negative came out to be negative. And same thing, you might recall some of the examples we went through. If we had a negative times a positive, our answer came out to be negative. And the same thing if we divided a negative and a positive, our answer came out to be negative. So whenever we have different signs, you can see that our answers come out to be negatives. So now these are rules for dividing and multiplying integers only, okay? So don't get confused when you start adding and subtracting integers. The same thing you learned how to do for adding and subtracting integers, you're going to keep on doing it, okay? These rules do not apply to that. It only applies to multiplying and dividing. So let's look at a couple of examples. If I was to do, say, a positive 12 divided by a negative 4. So I have a positive divided by a negative. So my signs are different, so I know my answer is going to come out to be negative. I have 12 divided by 4, so my answer is going to be 3. So positive 12 divided by negative 4 is a negative 3. So that's all you need to do here to divide these integers is determine the sign and then just divide your two numbers as if they were just whole numbers, right? So positive 12 divided by negative 4 is a negative 3. Negative 2 times a negative 5. So again, let's determine our sign first. Here I have a negative times a negative. So a negative times a negative, same signs. I'm going to have a positive answer. 2 times 5 is 10. So negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10. Negative 8 divided by positive 4. Okay, signs are different, so my answer is going to be negative. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So my answer is negative 2. And finally, if I have, say, positive 3 times a positive 6, my signs are the same, positive, positive. So my answer is going to be positive. 3 times 6 is 18. So that's how we can use rules to multiply and divide integers. I hope that helps. Best of luck.